Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to this peaceful mountain in which horrible things happen, like hobbits go down non-hobbit holes, right? That's the scary part of it. It was a regular hobbit hole, no problem. But now we have to go talk to this traitor here, if we even can, because right now I couldn't click on the Spa of Darkhand. I guess that's not a good word, right? Clicking on a dwarf? That's not how things work, right?
I feel terrible that Bingo has gotten lost on my account.
Asabur, our flight from Gabilazan was a hasty one, and I count myself fortunate that I did not stumble over the same unsteady ground as Bingo. He was not so lucky and fell a long way. There must be a deep cavern down there, and possibly an underground river or stream, and possibly a whole world. I thought I heard splashing shortly after Bingo fell, but I cannot be certain. Search caverns beneath the mountains can be quite extensive. Skorgrim Darkhand ordered that a survey of such tunnels be taken. Oh, that's interesting information for us, actually. And he dispatched a number of dwarfs to map the caverns of the Misty Mountains. You're revealing a lot there, little dwarf. They never returned from Goblin Town, as far as I know, but if you were to find them, their maps might tell us if there are any tunnels that might take us to Bingo's location. Okay. I will meet you at the southern high pass, far to the east, after you have found any helpful maps of the underground cave system, because of course I won't help you, even though I regret that Bingo fell down, you know. Okay, great. An author absent.
Skorgrim dispatched dwarves to map the caverns of the Misty Mountains.
Okay. Wow, guys. I think our next job then will be whatever is the nearest quest, which is collecting ingots of dwarf gold. Let's see how far do we need to go. I'm not again, I don't think. Excuse me here. I do not think we can go to the Eastern Bruinen source through here. So you have to go all the way around. I'll double check, but in any case, I'll meet you probably around here. Okay. On a second thought, I don't think this location here is properly mapped. See? It shows like big ridges with no pass in between them, but there is a pass in between them called the Whitcleft. Wait, have we been on the Whitcleft before? Yes, we have, right? Let's take a look here. The high passes, Whitcleft, yeah. Yeah, we have. Okay. Well, that was good news to us, though, because we found a shortcut. The goblin camp sprawls along the ridges of the Peanut Fenway. Wargs stalk the drifts in the Misty Mountains, north and east of Rivendell, near the ridges of Peanut Fenway. Defeat the wargs that stalk the mountains. They stalk the mountains, literally? I don't think so. Arctic hunters? Okay, so where are the wargs around here? I don't see wargs. I see goblins. Okay. And they might have gold ingots? The Snow Reap Berserker? Oh yeah, they do. Amazing. Okay. Okay, so we need to collect 12 of those. We need to find plenty of wargs. Here are the wargs, okay. Warg Slayer? We haven't defeated a warg before here in the Misty Mountains? Apparently not. Okay, fine. Yet another warg slaying deed. Out of so many. Well, that was easy. It's a little slippery here, but luckily my boots have an excellent grip. What are my boots called? Let's see. Hardened Dwarf Steel Resilient Boots. Yeah, it's the resilient part that makes up for these black eyes here. Anyway, I'm pretty skillful with balancing and stuff. Oh, jeez. What was this huge, crazy creature over there? obviously won't be dealing with it anytime soon, not in the next few years at least. I forgot how to talk now, out of fear. But hopefully he won't notice us too much. Hopefully we can get away from it easily enough. Yeah. Good, good. Okay. Anyways, I was saying that, you know, my balance is pretty good, but on slippery stuff, nobody's balance is good, I don't think. Yeah. Or at least everybody could be challenged. Anyways, so plenty of works here, wow. So, okay, I already defeated enough works for the purposes of the quest, not for the deed, obviously. In terms of finding ingots, we're only at 4 out of 12. That's okay. There's a whole hobbit camp here. Hobbit? Did I say hobbit? No, goblin, of course. There we go. More snow reap skirmishers. And berserkers, I think. Okay, there is the other camp, the other goblin camp. And a third one over there, okay. Your fires look, your pyres and your fires look cozy. Somehow. In this environment, any fire would look cozy, right? Okay. And the light that it casts upon the snow is nice and warm. I don't know why I'm making compliments to these nasty little goblins, but I am, apparently. Yeah, I mean, goblins don't tend to be altogether evil, ever, really. They're just troubled. Okay, so we need one more dwarf goat ingot. Maybe there will be another goblin here that we missed. Oh yeah, well, we might as well go to this goblin camp. So yeah, they're all connected. I don't see other ones. But it's interesting. So there's even a road in between all the camps. In these conditions, maintaining the road free of snow and everything is a challenge. Okay, well, we might as well defeat those. I wonder why there is no goblins there around Goblin Town, of all places. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, so now what? Let's see. We need to defeat Gurzmat for the sake of the epic quest line. So if you recall, yeah, somewhere in the other goblin camps over there, and Gloin told us that by defeating the goblin Gurzmat, you will throw the goblins into disarray, which usually happens when you defeat the leader. And I'm not sure. With goblins, I think they're kind of sensitive. Yeah, when we disturb the hierarchy, it's more of a chaos than some other races, probably, but I can't be sure of that. In any case, let's see here. So, how do we reach this camp? On this side or on that side? So that I'm not sure of, guys. But we shall explore together this unknown region to us. Not on this side. Yeah, I think we have to keep going this way. Okay, that's fine. As much as I'm accustomed now to the cold here, I must admit it's getting colder. I think it's the wind picking up just slightly, humidity increasing just slightly as well, but altogether the wind chill is kind of unpleasant. But I can't imagine what will happen if the wind really picks up. But here we are. Maybe if I walk and run instead of riding my fellow goat. Did I say fellow goat? I did. Well, make of it what you will. First of all, it's not a goat, it's a boar. Second, you know, I'm not a goat or a boar, but... You know, I think all my ramblings and all my inconsistencies the source of them can be traced to me encountering this horrible tall creature next to the wargs down there on the black ice a few minutes ago. Yes, that's what it is. And now we enter the northern high pass. Oh, guys, I'm glad I'm running, otherwise I'll freeze. Okay, am I getting any closer? Hopefully. We shall see. Wow, that's quite a look from here. Oh, jeez, wow. Glad these heavy stone slabs here are solid. Don't move. The Forbidden Heights of Kirid-Daur? That's a new deed. Okay, let's take a look at this. While most folks sensibly stay home and tend to fields and shops, some hardy adventurers are drawn to the most inhospitable and difficult places in Middle-earth. Yeah, I got the hint, narrator. Few such places pose so great a challenge as a stretch of the misty mountains surrounding the region of the High Pass, which is fraught with hazards. I agree, both natural and otherwise. To test the most rugged individuals. Okay, so we found Kirid-Daur. Kirid-Daur was once one of the major passes that travelers used to enter the High Pass. Even at the best of times, it is torn by winds and storms, and is treacherous to pass through. It often becomes completely impassable during the late seasons, blocking all access between communities on the eastern and western sides of the Misty Mountains. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess my only solace is that it's nighttime, so I think it will be a little milder during the day. Again, if the winds don't pick up too much, of course. Am I still going the right way though? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's see. I'm past the way I was supposed to go. An overland guard? What is that? A larger goblin? Oh yeah, a more formidable goblin, yes, for sure. Okay, but this is not the way, guys, and I apologize. I just have to be a little more careful as to where I'm going. So Gursmat must be somewhere close by. But he cannot be reached on this side of the mountain, or of the pass. Let's see. Can we go that way? Not really. Okay. So he's further down there. I understand that. But how do we get down there? Other than falling to our death from here. Okay. I venture to say it will be more fun if we do it together. Let's try now. So we're heading back. Thank you, Swine Hog. And then we just have to choose another path, of course. But somehow that wasn't obvious to us. I don't know. So I'm glad we did this because it opened a new deed, a new exploration deed, so we'll make of it what we can later. Okay, so here we go. So obviously you have to go all the way down. I guess we just have to go on this side of the frozen lake, right? Oh yeah, down this way. Yeah, there's a dedicated road leading this way. Okay, it was easier than I expected, guys, so that's good. Well, except that we actually have to keep climbing here all around this area, which means defeating more goblins, which I guess is a disappointment again, because there is no goblins left, which would have made this journey here more meaningful. If slaying is your thing, of course. Which apparently I'm turning slowly into a slayer. A horrifying thought, that is. Well, we might as well avoid some of the skirmishes if we could. But, alas, we can't. Well, at least this one didn't engage. Fine. We'll do what we can, guys. We'll do what we can. Okay. Let's, should we keep climbing here? I think so. There is another gate, another entrance to that much larger goblin Goblin camp. I mean, it's not really a camp. I don't even know what to call it, but I'm a little surprised that it's so big here out in the harsh open, considering they have Goblin Town tucked away cozy into the bowels of the world, of the earth, where it's much warmer year long, you know, year round. So I'm not sure what forced them to have such a big encampment outside in such conditions. I mean, look at their body mass, and I don't know, somehow they're tough though. They're making it work. Okay. What else is here? A mountain walk? Sure. That's more like it. Alright. Let's keep climbing. I'm sure he's at the highest point on this side. Okay. And we rescued Bingo from around here, if you guys recall, some time ago. Did I say Bingo? No, Bilbo. Now we have to deal with goblins for the sake of Bingo as well. So Bilbo, Bingo, doesn't matter. We have to deal with the same area, apparently. Is that him? That is Gurzmat. Okay, let's defeat him. Darheads, come aid me now. Stupid dwarfs not know how to fight. They just didn't help you. That's all. They're just treacherous, you know. So we defeated Gurzmat just like that. Though it took us a while otherwise, right? Well, I think I'll see you guys back over the high crack there. Would you look at that, guys? There's actually another Bruinen Source East pass. That's not the what is it called? That is not the Whitcleft, right? So this turned to be even easier, and also did again. It's a new area for us. Oh, never mind. Yeah, never mind. It's not really a pass. It's a half pass. Half pass is nothing. It's an overlook. Let's go it this way. Okay, never mind. I'll see you back at the high cleft. This, by the way, is called the Caldwell Pool. The so-called frozen dire lake is called the Caldwell Pool. Okay. Okay, let us bring the dwarf gold ingots to Lars Sharpshard once and for all, huh? No, bears, no. You're not my enemy. Yet somehow I have a deed for defeating bears, but not goblins. That is ridiculous. Anyhow. Well, let's talk to Lars Sharpshard here about the ingots.
I am at your service.
Perfect, Basabor, perfect. This should do it. Now all of the ingots are accounted for, and Heike Goldwatcher will be happy to know that we have recovered the treasure mentioned in his records. Excellent. Yes, according to Heike's records, we've got everything needed. Oh no, what's this?
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
Could I have missed this? There was a second page to Heike's records. It describes a second strongbox passport. Okay. Heike is not the kind of dwarf you want to cross, because he'll remember it. He'll write it down in one of his books and never let you forget how you let him down. Oh boy. If I don't get that second strongbox, it wouldn't surprise me if someone found his records 400 years from now and thought badly of Lars Sharpshard, son of Trali. Okay, and thought bad of me too, right? So we've got to find it, Basabur. It's your job entirely to save my reputation. Let me just look at this paper and tell you where it should be. Ah, the dwarf keep among the high cracks to the south. By the way, earlier I said high clefts and I meant high cracks. It's the keep that guards Gabilazan, and it's full of those good-for-nothing Darkhans. Oh, I dealt with them already. I'm happy to deal with them again. You might want to take the farthest west pass into High Crack. Look for a building on a hill to your left as you approach the keep. The strongbox should be just inside, so don't delay. Oh, don't delay all of a sudden? The other chest, huh?
Greetings, traveler.
The second strongbox will be inside a building on a hill to your left as you approach the Darkhand keep in the pass of Gabilazan from the north. Journey there and bring back this strongbox, possible. Okay. Let's also talk to Vigor Roadwalker about the Arctic hunters.
What do you need?
I'm glad you were so successful from your hunt, Basabur. Wargs are dangerous prey, and you have slain many. And for that we get an Arctic hunter. Not bad. See, the item level, guys, is so much higher than what I have and still inferior to what I have. By a large margin, too. Those are some of the inconsistencies in the current state of the game. Okay, well, we did well here. Now, I think, yeah, it makes sense to go down and try to collect the second strongbox. Oh, and by the way, the sun is out, guys. And I'm at a lower elevation. I'm so happy. You can't imagine how happy I am. I feel so much comfortable now. And actually enjoying the snowy beauty here. The beauty of the snow, and the snowiness, and the beauty of the landscape besides the snow. Anyways, I got lost in my thought, but you know what I mean. Alright then, deal with more of you. And the dour hands are so dour. Why? And so evil currently. Why is there no slave deed for them as well? Okay, so the second strong box might be around here. I think they mentioned the westernmost or like the southernmost point. I guess this is neither as far as the camp is concerned, but we shall see. Let's try our luck here. Aha, now we have to deal with Halmor Stone Shaper's tomb. And of course Halmor's Stone Shaper is alive, so that makes it all weird, but at least now we know. Or we'll find something related to the second strongbox. Wow.
What do you need?
Who dares to enter the tomb of Halmor Stone Shaper, son of Vitor of old? Not even a Darkhand is foolish enough to enter here. Oh, so you're not a Darkhand. They know the tale of the Stone Shapers and quake in fear. Yet you're different. You're here for the strongbox, aren't you, thieving man? You've only moments to tell me your tale before I cleave you in twain.
Might you lend me an ear?
I see. So you are sent by a dwarf from the Blue Mountains, were you? Perhaps it is the long years alone here, but I believe you. You spent long years by yourself here? That's crazy. Now, allow me to tell you a tale. Long ago, the first Halmor Stone Shaper, oh, so you're just named after him, I see, son of Vitor, was charged with guarding the treasures here. He stood sentry day and night, maintaining his post even on days of feasting. Yet, he let his guard drop only once, and a vile dwarf, Hjortur Darkhand, slipped in and stole a single ingot of dwarf gold. Is that the big deal? Having failed in his duty, Halmor swore that he and his sons would keep vigil over the remaining gold until that ingot was returned. I am but one in a long line of Halmors who have kept his oath, but never found a single gold of ingot. Really? You could just get any gold ingot and be done with it, right? I hope so. If you return the stolen ingot that many hundreds of years have failed to do, the oath will be fulfilled, even though it will be fulfilled by a nasty human instead of a dwarf, and even though you have not been sworn to do this. The strongbox will then be yours to return to the dwarf who sent you. I cannot say, though, where to find Hjortur, although the legends of Halmor's failure tell that Hjortur is somewhere within Gabilazan. But of course I never in my long years ever explored Gabilazan, so I don't know where it would be. Perhaps there you'll be able to find the gold. Great. A great story, dwarf. The last ingot story.
What do you want?
I know not where you might find the gold Hjortur stole, although the tale of Halmor's failure says Hjortur is within the walls of Gabilazan. Perhaps you will find some clue to the stolen ingot there. Okay. Jeez. Wow. Wow. The statues here are quite cool. Quite interesting. The way they hold their shields. Cool. This is also cool. And yeah, you can lower your axe now, dwarf. Anyways, well, I think that's enough for this episode, guys. Next time, apparently, we have to look for another gold ingot, more special than the 12 we collected this time. Take care. I'll see you for more adventures soon. Goodbye.